Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So, it's day 44 of the Redeeming Eden Bicycle Tour across America to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There are free places that want to help you celebrate recovery, churches, rescue missions, so many places, so many people that just want to talk to you. And help you understand what a relationship with Jesus is like so that you don't want to go back to the drugs and alcohol. I am recovered IV, cocaine, and opiates. I got saved in 2007. I've had an up and down battle since then. And I just don't want to see anybody else die from the scourge that is drug addiction. So yeah, great morning so far this morning. It's actually afternoon. It's 12:30 right now. It got down to 33 degrees last night. There was ice on the windshield of the vehicles that were behind me parked at the RV park. Beautiful little RV park. When I woke up, again, it was like 38 degrees. I was like, nope. Went right back to sleep. Slept till about 8:30, and then I went ahead and got up and got everything packed up. There was a heavy dew last night also, so it took me quite a while to get everything dried out. And then when I made it to breakfast, it was like 10:30. So I sat down to have breakfast. All right, so I stopped here at the crossing to get breakfast, and I got 2 eggs over medium, sausage, hash browns, toast, and some blueberry pancakes are coming out. Yeah, this looks good. And finished eating. A guy across the table from me asked me, he said, are you the guy on the bicycle? I said, I am. And so he said, where are you riding to? I said, well, today, Jackson or Dillon, not really sure, but in total, Seattle to Key West. And he was like, oh my gosh. So I got to talk with him for a minute, and then when I left out of the restaurant, he came like running out of the door. He was like, here, I want to buy your breakfast, and handed me a 20. So Miles and Sandy Johnson, thank you so much for that donation. And yeah, I sat outside the restaurant for I actually started going down the road and then realized I had no cell service, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And I was in the middle of uploading a video at breakfast. So I rode back and sat outside the restaurant there on their Wi-Fi and talked to my wife and my kids. And yeah, I just got the video completed, so everything's all caught up at this point. I am here at the Wisdom General Mercantile. Picked up a few more supplies because now it's 70 miles to Dillon. It's only like 18 or 19 to Jackson, and there's a restaurant that's open there, so I'll be able to get some lunch there. But there's no like store, there's no anything else. And then I'll go through just quite a bit of a stretch of wilderness between there and Dillon, where there's just not going to be anything. And so I am fully prepared for that. Yeah, ready to go for the day. Super, super excited about this part of the trip. I mean, it is just, the weather, you can't beat it. I'm at 6,000 feet of elevation. And as you can see, I have my Pray Pedal Repeat jacket from Ends of the Earth Cycling on. Thank you, Justin Hannikin. I may need you to hold one of these for me, so I can either make a donation or something, because this one's starting to get filthy from all this ride, and I was kind of enjoying wearing it as a nice going out jacket at home. But yeah, so gonna start pedaling. It's 12:30, but it still feels great. I think the high today is like 75 again, so shouldn't be too much of an issue with that at all. Got some clouds up in the sky. So I will have brief periods where the sun isn't necessarily beaming down on me. But yeah, I'm going to quit jabbering and I'm going to get on the road, and you guys will see more of that right about now. yet again, the mountain terrain around me is just incredible. Everywhere you look around this prairie, there are mountains. Every single aspect, every single vantage point, all of it. No matter which direction I look, there's mountains. But now it's time for more Thoughts from the Road with Adam Lineberry. So I was just thinking about the Transamerica Trail. It's been around since 1976. And I wonder what talking to an old timer, that's rode the trail has been like. I bet it would go something like this. Oh yeah, so you're doing the old Transamerica Trail, eh? Yeah, I did that back in my day, back in 1976. I tell you what, you guys got it easy now. Back during the bicentennial when we crossed America, it was uphill both ways, all the way. Snowed from the time we left the Pacific to the time we crossed the Continental Divide. It wasn't a day without snow. Then we got down into Kansas and it was 135 degrees all the way to Virginia. You guys got it so easy. You think about this little GSP navigation device thing you got. See, back in my day we had a paper map. And about 40 days in, that thing would just tear up into about 16 little square pieces. And each night, you had to spend an extra hour just piecing the map back together before you could read it and figure out where you wanted to go. Yeah, phone calls. You can just pull off on the side of the road, take your little phone out of your pocket and make a phone call. You got 60 pounds of gear on your bike. Well, I had 60 pounds of gear and 60 pounds of quarters, so I could call home from the payphone when I got to a convenience store. It was nice when we crossed the Mississippi. I only had about 20 pounds of quarters left. So go ahead with your easy 6,000 mile ride, and you just enjoy it, pal. All you gotta do is pedal your bicycle 6,000 miles. You don't know how good you got it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm literally just riding and thinking really interesting things about the Transamerica Trail, because I mean, it's so socially distant. I mean, there are no cars. Oh, there is a truck way down there. How about that? Anyway, yeah, so these mountains right here, I don't know which ones they are, but they are gorgeous. I'm at 6,000 feet, so they've got to be like 11,000 feet up. It's pretty spectacular to see in person. Again, scale doesn't do it justice. If you look over here, I'll zoom in on this tree right over here, and you can see the size of that tree is a full-grown tree, and I'm that far away. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'm going to get back to more thoughts from the road. I pray all throughout the day. I don't even put headphones in. I don't listen to any music. I don't listen to any podcasts. I'll listen to worship when I set up camp and those kind of things, and I'll sing those songs throughout the day. But I like to keep my ears open for traffic, and I also like to just keep my spirit open to be able to pray as the Lord directs me throughout each day. So, yeah, very distant, very lonely day. And it looks like a lot more of this to come. I'm only 10 miles in and 60 more to go before I see people again. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later. So that's it for the day. So I'm at Mill Point, which is this giant rock formation here behind me. And the road that actually cuts off right here is the old stagecoach road that used to go over Badger Pass, which is what I'm going to end up doing tomorrow morning. I'm about 20 miles from Dillon here. I made it a good long way today, 41 miles. A lot of that was uphill. There was probably, there were so many rolling hills leaving Jackson. Just like a flat prairie off to my right, and then it seemed like they just cut the road over all the little knobs of the hills, which was quite interesting. But got through it. Once I got over Big Hole Pass, it was, I mean, you saw there 45 miles an hour. I mean, I was going the same speed as some of the traffic. So it was fast, and it was nice. It was nice to be able to, knock some miles out real quick at the end of the day. Because at that point, I only had like 34. And I got 6 in the last maybe 15 minutes. I mean, it was just downhill all the way to here. So yeah, great day today. Beautiful part of the Trans-America Trail again. Just, I cannot explain how splendid the mountains are in this area. Starting to get into the Rockies, just seeing these giant granite jagged peaks just shoving up into the heavens off the earth. And, already being at 6,000 feet of elevation, it's neat to see. And so I'm glad I'm getting to experience it, and I'm glad that you're getting to experience it with me. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut and edit this video and get some sleep. I'm here before the end of the daylight today. I was just sitting here watching the sunset. It is gorgeous on this little section of the earth. But so if you know anyone who's passed away from addiction, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama. It would be my pleasure to ride for your person. I only have one more name left, so this is the point where I need you guys to step in and help out with my motivation for riding and pray pedal repeating. If you know anyone who's addicted, share this with them. Look, I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. That's why I'm riding, to start a rehab, so that maybe we can get more people, away from the scourge that is addiction. And it can be all kinds of addictions, food, pornography, drugs, alcohol, anything that has you bound to the point where you can't do it, you can't make a day without it, you can't, you wake up and that's the first thing you think about and that's the last thing you think about before you go to sleep. That's an addiction. I'm not against people eating food. I have to eat more than the average bear on this trip. But when it's, when it consumes you, it's different. So addiction in general, that's what I'm going for. Yeah, and so if you know anyone who's in recovery, hey, share this with them. Get Wrecked for Recovery Crew, let's share these videos. Get more people subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, if you followed this link from Facebook and when you go to click subscribe, it says log in, or go to YouTube and search Redeeming Eden and then subscribe from your YouTube account. The more subscribers we get, the quicker, then hopefully the sooner we'll be able to put the rehab together. And so that's the whole goal behind what I'm doing, is to start this rehab. So it's looking fruitful so far, so let's keep it going, guys. Yeah, and don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll put a donation link in the description. You can donate once, you can donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. If He puts it on your heart to pray, please pray for this ministry as it grows. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, for the subscribers, for you 65 or 70 people that watch every single video. I'm thankful for you. Drop some comments, That's another way to get the algorithm for YouTube looking at the channel so that they will actually start to, make other people aware of it. That's how YouTube works. It works off algorithms. So the more comments you drop, the more likes that you do for the YouTube videos, the more times that you share it, the more attention it gets and the more that they'll promote it. And so, yeah, that's it for the night from here at Mill Point with a gorgeous sunset. It's so dark. I know it doesn't do it justice. This, like what you see on my face here, is how dark it really is right now. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy watching the sun until it's completely gone down, cut and edit this video, get some sleep, and then hopefully I can post this video sooner rather than later. So from Mill Point here in Montana, somewhere between Jackson and Dillon, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.